Okay, so I got this question in Facebook in Messenger, and I'm going to read it here. Hey, Michelle, just wanted to tell you I'm loving your videos. I need clarity on the exact way to speak what I want into existence because it's not happening for me. Perhaps I am doing it wrong by simply asking in the wrong way. So I am just asking for clarity on the how. Thank you. Okay, so I have several thoughts on this. The first is, are you sure it's not happening for you? That would be the first question to your question. I need clarity on the exact way to speak what I want into existence because it's not happening for me. Are you sure? Because a lot of times when there's something that we want to experience, which is a direct representation of who you know you are, like anything that you can imagine for yourself is the truth of you. And so a lot of times when we start to hook into that and want to experience ourselves as that cohesive source stream, who you be, you're going to receive things that will help sort of prepare you for that. So there's going to be situations, there's going to be experiences, there's going to be relationships that will occur so that you can identify any non-beneficial beliefs, any aspects of yourself that are not you, anything within you that is the false self leading. And also through that identification, you're going to be integrating the truth of you. So you're pulling in energies that are the truth of your source stream so that you are going to be one step closer to actually being who you are and experiencing what you want to experience. One step closer. I have died every day waiting for you. That's your source stream singing to you. So that's another thing, is keep in mind that you, your source stream, some people use the vernacular, your higher self, higher fractals of yourself, are going to be, because you are intentionally putting out there, like, I want to experience this. I want to experience the truth of me and reflections of the truth of me coming back to me. Your source stream is nodding and saying, yeah, great idea, let's do that, because your source stream wants to be embodied here. So you're always moving one step closer to the embodiment of you. And there's going to be a ton of deaths and rebirths. I have died every day waiting for you. There's going to be a ton of deaths and rebirths. A ton of little deaths, a ton of big deaths as you integrate more and more the truth of you. So we don't just sit here and say, I manifest this or that into reality and it happens. You'd be bypassing the beauty of the process. You'd be bypassing the challenges that actually create the truth of you in this realm. And then a couple other things here that I want to speak to, that are sort of lodged in the premise of this question and the way the question is worded. So perhaps I am doing it wrong by simply asking in the wrong way. Okay, so like there's a lot of shame holography programming sort of like baked into this part of the question. I would suggest doing some inner work around the conditioning that said that you're going to do things wrong, you're going to mess up, or like you have to be perfect, you have to like do things in a certain way, or you're not going to get what you want, things like that. Because a big part of this process is integrating your integration of your integrating your individuation. That was okay. Integrating your individuation, okay, and giving yourself permission to individuate, okay, and to be you. And the more you are, the more you're going to experience reflections of you. Now, that said, because you are not the only one here and you are dancing inside of a realm that is upside down and inverted, that we are working together to right side up, right? You're going to be interacting with the Narcy system and with Narcy scripts and the mental holography of others, okay? But all of those spaces are opportunities for you to practice being more you. And you're going to find out as you navigate those spaces exactly who you are. And that's going to happen by coming against what you perceive as your limits, your limitation, situations where you're like, I can't do this, or this is too hard, or oh my God, I'm suffering, or oh my God, what the fuck is this? I don't want to fucking deal with this, right? Like we all have that, okay? And those thoughts and those feelings are telling you your perceived limits. Those limits are a lie. You are unlimited. And so as you navigate those spaces, you're going to be finding out more of you, okay? So you're going to be integrating more of you, more energies. You're going to be working with masculine principles, feminine principles, air, fire, earth, and water. Research Inneralchemy if you're not familiar. So if you're having experiences and the feedback is telling you, maybe I'm doing this in the wrong way, or maybe I'm asking in the wrong way, there's a presumption there that says that you are limited in your knowing for yourself, that you're limited in your capacity to know what's the right way to do something. And that's going to come from shame holography programming. It's rolled out through external authority programming in family systems, in schools, in religion, the medical system, politics, politricks, everything is an external authority program in this matrix. And of course, it really shows up inside family systems when we're young, our interactions with caregivers and things like that. And, depending on what your experiences were in school, religion, like all that kind of stuff, it's going to give you this impression that, you're doing it wrong, or maybe asking wrong. But that's all a reflection of like this erroneous and non-beneficial core belief that you could do anything wrong. Everything that you do and be is working for you. So if you can just sort of start to entertain that perspective and maybe do some inner work, do some active imagination, like talking with the parts of yourself that like worry or fear that you're doing it wrong or asking in the wrong way, because that's probably what you received, like often you probably received this feedback loop in relationships, whatever the relationship was, that gave you the impression that like you're not asking in the right way or you're doing something wrong. And that was never true. It's just that you're interacting with the narcissistic system. So to break free of that belief that there's something wrong with you, start to consider that everything is happening for you to assist you in discovering where your perceived limits are so that you can break through them to more expansion on the other side. And I'm also picking up on an energy that this, for you in particular, but for many of us here, there may be some blocks around choosing yourself that like you're not even aware of. That's just an energy that I'm picking up in your question from you particular, okay? And I'm going to be doing another video on why choosing yourself feels so hard. It's a lie, okay, but why it feels so hard. And you might be able to find some nuggets in that as well that apply to your question. All right, so lots of love. Hope this helped. Onward and upward, stars.